Maya, and I'm going to be your nurse today. Can you please verify your name and date of birth for me?
Samantha Fields, 5/7/2001.
Okay. Everything is correct. I'm going to be assessing your heart today, or your cardiovascular system. I'm going to palpate your carotid arteries right now. Okay, patient's carotid arteries are both detected. They are both 2+ and equal bilaterally. And I'm going to auscultate the carotid arteries. Okay, both carotid arteries sound good. No bruise or anything like that detected. Now I'm going to inspect the chest for PMI and pulsations. We'll assume that I looked under the patient's gown. No PMI or pulsations detected. Now I'm going to palpate the apical pulse. And we will assume that I did that. Right. Okay, and like I said, no PMIs were detected. I'm going to palpate the chest for any lifts or heaves. Okay, no lifts or heaves detected. Now I'm going to auscultate heart sounds. Okay. Okay, auscultating the aortic, now pulmonic, Erb's point, tricuspid, and then mitral. Okay. No abnormal heart sounds were detected. Now I'm going to use the bell of the stethoscope to do the same thing. Aortic, pulmonic, Erb's point, tricuspid, mitral. Now I'm going to inspect the abdomen for any pulsations. So we would assume that I checked under the patient's gown and inspected their abdomen, and I detected no abnormalities, no pulsations from the abdominal aorta or anything like that. Now I'm going to auscultate above the umbilicus with the diaphragm and the bell to listen to the aorta and the abdomen. With the bell, diaphragm. Okay, no abnormalities detected. Now I'm going to palpate the femoral arteries. Let it down. Okay. Okay. Pulses detected at both femoral arteries. Pulses are equal bilaterally. They're both 2+. Now, the patient's upper extremities, there is no abnormal colors detected, no pallor, no jaundice, no cyanosis. Patient's skin is appropriate for race. No edema is present. Patient's capillary refill is less than 3 seconds on both hands. Patient's skin is warm to touch, not cool or clammy or anything like that. Now I'm going to feel for the patient's brachioradialis pulses. Okay. Now this one. Okay, both pulses are 2+. We'll assume that I listen for 30 seconds and the patient's pulse is 70 beats per minute. That was the radial pulse. Now I'm going to palpate the brachioradialis pulse. That's what I was talking about. Okay. Both brachioradialis pulses are 2+, equal bilaterally. No abnormalities detected. Now I'm going to perform the Allen's test on the patient's upper extremities. So I will put my hand like this and like this and have the patient clench their fist and then open it, and then I'll let go and wait, I did that wrong. It's like this. Okay. You don't use your thumbs because you have pulse in your thumb. Okay, now I'll have the patient clench their fist and then open it, and then I'll feel one, and I'll have them do it again. I'll feel for the other. Okay. Patient's hand's going a little numb. Okay, no abnormalities detected. Both pulses detected. The arteries are working, and okay, now I'm going to inspect the patient's lower extremities, legs down. Okay, no abnormalities detected. The color of the patient's lower extremities is appropriate for race, no cyanosis or pallor or anything like that detected. No edema present. Patient's capillary refill on their feet or their toes is less than 3 seconds on both feet. Patient's temperature of their lower extremities is warm, not cold or clammy. Now I'm going to inspect the popliteal pulse. On both extremity or both legs. Okay, popliteal pulse on both legs is 1+, a little bit weak, but it's normal for lower extremities. Now I'm going to grade the dorsalis pedis pulse. Okay. Both pedal pulses are 1+, equal bilaterally. Now I'm going to palpate the posterior tibial pulse. Okay, both posterior tibial pulses are 1+, equal bilaterally. Now I'm going to check the patient for a DVT by doing the Homan sign. So I would bend the leg and then squeeze the calf. Okay, no DVT detected. End of assessment.